Welcome back to another session of Bourbon and Mash. This time we're going to dive in on a great voyage. Stay tuned and we'll talk about it. All right, welcome back. So today we have a voyage number 32 from Jeffersons. It's a wheated, right? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
So obviously, being a Jeffersons wheated mash bill, they're undisclosed.
Okay.
Their MSRP, I think I paid around $92 for the bottle. The mash bill, as far as I know, it's supposed to be 15 to 25% wheat.
Wheat, okay.
Again, age statement, I don't know that there is an age statement, at least they don't publish it.
They don't.
This is an allocated bottle. I was fortunate enough to find this doing a little bourbon hunting.
Yeah, we saw that.
And came across it. Looking forward to reviewing it and letting everybody at home know what it's going to taste like.
Awesome. Awesome, yeah. That is very consistent on Jeffersons, as we know. Their mash bills and all of their age statements, they're all kind of top secret. They're not released. This one is a Caribbean, right? We were talking about that a little bit. It's a Caribbean. It goes down
Puerto Rico and
South America.
South America.
yeah.
South America. So
Caribbean islands. So I'm excited to try the wheated mash bill. We're fans of the Jeffersons.
Ocean.
Absolutely.
Their ocean voyages. This one is a little bit unique that it is their wheated mash bill. Beautiful color.
Yes, we want to take this moment to thank you for all of this time that you're spending with us. Like and subscribe, that helps us, algorithms. It helps us grow the channel to Patreons like you and other people who are out there that want to get involved. Comments down below, always look into them. So cheers to you all. Para Dios, tus amigos y tu familia. Salud.
Yeah, you get the oak, the vanilla on the nose and on the palate. I have a lot of bread,
like
cake,
like a cornbread.
like a cornbread, a sweeter bread.
Lots and lots of caramel.
And vanilla.
You do.
Yes, and vanilla.
You do get the signature
A little bit of ethanol.
aromas, a little ethanol. Overall, I feel it's a little on the light side. Okay.
Not heavy aromas for sure.
No, I mean they're faint. They're good, but
It's a little warmer on the taste.
It's got a lot of flavor.
It's got a lot of flavor.
And see, I get like a spice, but not necessarily a like cinnamon spice, like a hot spice. It's kind of like a nutmeg almost.
Nutmeg and cloves.
Yeah.
Cloves.
Like
like a
the-
clove.
Clove.
The
yeah.
fall spices.
Yes. Yeah.
Fall
that's-
spices, yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
get some
very
of that
good.
mint up in the front.
It's very, very sweet.
Yeah.
Probably due to the wheat, I would imagine.
And it's a little warmer than I was expecting. At 100, or no, I'm sorry, this is 93.7.
93.7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah. It is a lot warmer than you would expect
Yeah.
from that. Has more of the hug.
Having had this, I'll begin the BNA review.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit shyer when it comes to the wheated mash bills. On this one, though, I think it's pretty fantastic. I will say that it's probably going to be easily a 7.5 for me.
Nice.
All right. How about you, ladies?
I'm a big fan of Jefferson's. I'm super excited for them to finish their distillery so I can get to go walk through it eventually.
Oh, I looked that up.
Oh, yeah?
So it's opening in 2025. Yeah.
So next year.
Next year.
Oh, that is exciting.
Yes.
It is down there in, is it Lebanon? Is that right?
believe
It is.
so.
The new
It's in
distillery
Lebanon.
is going to be
Yeah,
Lebanon,
and it's
Kentucky,
next to...
Limestone.
Yeah, Limestone Branch.
which
right?
is Yellowstone.
yeah.
Yellowstone, yes.
Yeah, so that's going to be really cool. On this one specifically, I kind of feel it doesn't have what Jefferson usually has, and it could be this voyage, but it doesn't usually. Jefferson usually has a really great aroma. This is very light on the aroma.
Yep.
You really have to go searching for the smell. Most of the time, I just got ethanol, and then like a little hint of, vanilla and sweetness, but it's not very not very potent. But the flavor is strong. It's good. It's like the spices are there. But yeah, I was thinking an 8 for good spice. I mean, it's got good flavors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think I would give it an 8 as well. I was hoping more for that sea salt taste that some of them have, which isn't there. But overall, I thought it had great flavor. So I would give it an 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on some of the things that, the mouthfeel, I feel that the mouthfeel is a little short. It doesn't have that long finish. The aroma was a little faint for me. I would say it's 7.5. Okay. It does have a very pretty amber.
7.5 and 2
8
8s.
for the ladies.
Yeah. So one thing about Jefferson's Ocean, you brought it up, Trish, is expected maybe a little bit of that salt characteristics being out there on sea. I don't know how long that specific voyage was. I think generally they're usually 9-10 months, and they're not open to the air. They're obviously still confined in the barrel, and what that ocean voyage is supposed to do is it's supposed to really help initiate a lot of that oak
Rocking.
out of that
Right.
rocking motion in that
During the
barrel.
maturation time.
But again, you get some evaporation, from
Absolutely.
the salt in the air, and hopefully that infuses in. And I've had some Jeffersons where that's been a strong characteristic.
Yeah.
And then just to kind of back you up on that nose, I think that wheat probably has a little bit
Tones
to take
that
in
down, that smell.
smell being a little weak.
Yes.
Because you usually get a lot of floral notes, and I didn't get that.
I'll
Okay.
tell you what I'm also just to fill out, guys. One of the things that I'm hoping for, maybe with there being that they're distilling their own product, right? We're talking from grape to glass with this distillery that they're opening. Right now, it's MGP. So maybe we get some transparency with their new distillery opening
You would
up.
think
Maybe
so.
they would reach out and be like, hey, like we're gonna go ahead and do number 1, an age statement. Number 2, we're gonna disclose our mash bill. I don't know.
Most distilleries that do grain to glass are very proud of their
Mash bill.
They are.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
are.
So-
But what they keep a secret is their yeast strain.
Yes.
They don't
Yes,
tell
they
you which
do.
one. That's the one that they always keep secret. Sorry about that.
No, you're absolutely correct.
And I think this particular one would be a great one for someone who's just starting to drink bourbon. I think it's very smooth, and the sweetness.
Yeah.
And
I
the
agree.
unique
A lot softer.
clove nutmeg combo is
Yeah.
great for this time of year.
So who's ready for a little head banging?
Let's do it. Right? That's right, baby.
So we have a little excitement on the table here. We have the S84,
Right.
which is a combination of founder Jonathan Drew from Drew
Correct.
Estates, Robert Dietrich, and of course James Hatfield of Metallica, who owned Blackened Whiskey Company. So they've gotten together, and this is their second combination of cigars. This is the S84 Shade to Black. It's supposed to be fantastic. This is about a $15 stick. This is a Toro.
Yes.
Okay, so it's supposed to be really fantastic. I don't know that it's going to be the Drew Estates suite, but I'm excited to try it out.
Yeah, this collaboration is exciting. It's really cool. Kind of find out they had another release back in 23. Metallica did a collaboration, and they released a cigar, a previous cigar to this. I'm looking forward to this one. The aromas are super earthy. I get fantastic aromas. It's kind of a medium bodied.
It's had great reviews. I'm excited to try it. I'm a big fan of obviously Drew Estates, and I'm a bigger fan of Metallica. The first initial one that they did, that was the M81 Maduro, and that was in 2022.
Oh, okay.
So
it was
now this one is a
23.
2024.
Okay. And for our audience, a Maduro is going to be a more full-bodied, a little heavier hitting cigar than this one here. Is this considered a Connecticut? Do you know?
This is a Connecticut.
It is a Connecticut. So this is going to be on the lighter side, medium bodied. It should have a very creamy drag and mouthfeel to it. So let's see what we got.
Smell leather.
Yeah, I've got a lot of
appropriate for Metallica.
Yeah. I did not wear my black leather outfit. I went with the pirate theme today.
It's a shame.
But yeah, there's a lot of earthy leather. Not necessarily dirt, but maybe if you were in the rainforest, you know,
Okay.
after a dew, you smell a little bit of that,
I agree.
that earthy.
Expressed in folk music. Guadalajara, Guadalajara, hueles a pura tierra mojada. And that translates to, Guadalajara, Guadalajara, you smell your smell of wet dirt. And it's super crazy because I've lived there, I've lived there and I've been there in many storms, and it is very true. Now that you guys have lit up, it's really...
It's strong.
It's very strong. It's very prominent.
It's an easy draw.
Very
Almost
easy
have
to
some cocoa beans, some dark cocoa.
Okay.
get. And I get black pepper. Like
Blackened pepper.
Well,
Cue the music.
Da-da-da-da. That's right.
start rocking.
Start rock.
It's an easy draw, easy
Oh,
smoke.
absolutely.
I do like the pepper, and I'm kind of curious to see what that's going to do to that wheated bourbon, having paired that up. I'll begin the review on this blackened cigar. I will say, again, it's probably a little bit on the more mild side than I like, but I could see myself definitely having this. This would be a good winter cigar, I think. That pepper kind of warm you up in the inside. I will say this is probably going to be a 7 for me.
It's got a lot of flavor. I think it would hold through. I do get the pepper on the back end, and it lingers.
It does. It's still there.
It's still there. I think the mouthfeel was fantastic.
It's a great draw. Like you don't have to pull a lot to get that flavor in, which is
No, it's starting to develop a good ash too. That's a good sign. What's your review?
I like it. I think it's pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with a good 7.
Okay.
I like the flavors. I usually like a sweet tip to add that little extra to it.
Mm-hmm.
But even though it doesn't have that, do a 7. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, babe?
being that it was Drew Estate, I kind of thought it would be sweet to it, especially since it kind of had a shiny end. I thought maybe they had sweetened it or something. Mm-hmm. But it's not. But it is very smooth. It's very light, mm-hmm. which I like the lighter ones for sure. It draws very easily. Being that it's a Metallica,
You love it.
I thought
right?
that it was going to be very
harsh.
Okay, I'd give it a 6, and that's pretty high for me. It was very easy. It has a lot of flavor, but it's still a very light.
It's not an overwhelming amount of flavor.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not overwhelming.
But
at
I mean,
all.
if we're trying to get the opinions of the female base, I don't think this is going to be a starter cigar.
I don't think it would be a
No,
starter
this
one,
would be
but
something
you could
you
work
could-
up to this.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And especially being a $15 stick, I think you'd probably want to start maybe in a $7, $8.
Yes.
And before you give your review, I'll go ahead and give you guys some advice. If you're not used to having something a little bit more robusto or more flavor, even though this is on the mild side, if you have a sweeter bourbon or just a bourbon in general, if you tip that cap inside that bourbon, it'll actually sweeten it up considerably and give it a lot more of that flavor. That maybe makes it a little bit more easier to develop a feel for that milder cigar. And it really depends on the bourbon. We'll see after the review when we pair it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that maybe it draws in a little bit more of that sweetness out of that wheat, but I guess I won't know until I do it. So.
Awesome. I'm going to say this is an 8.5 for me.
Nice.
I on my liking, I like a more full-bodied, but yeah, this one to me is an 8.5.
All right.
We're going to the pairing now.
Yeah, I would dip it before you drink the bourbon, just to see what that does without burning your palate up. Just
try
dip
it.
that in there before you drink the bourbon and just see what that does to it.
How long do you have to keep
You
it?
just 3 seconds.
It has that little bit of spiciness from the bourbon in there, so. And with
But it sweetened up the flavor.
The cigar?
Well, it changed the flavor. I don't know if it necessarily sweetened it up on my
The
palate.
tip is sweeter, but
See, it totally
think
sweetened up my tip.
yeah, I think you have to kind of like it
Okay,
But
well,
it's not
now go
bad.
ahead and try the bourbon with the cigar now that you've had it. It definitely brings a lot more of that black pepper.
It does.
It's a good combination. Having had it now, I think if I was to have this combination as a nightcap, I would probably throw an ice cube, maybe a single ice cube in my wheated
All right.
bourbon, and that would just probably lessen that black pepper.
I agree.
It did bring out some of that caramel flavors in it. I can agree with that, but it still has that nutmeg.
Nutmeg for
cloves,
sure,
yeah.
and the pepper.
No, it's a good combination. I think this would be a fantastic winter combination. You're outside, and
Or Thanksgiving.
Or Thanksgiving. It's a great fall.
We're ramping up
we are in the fall.
into the fall.
This is September.
Yep.
This is bourbon month.
Bourbon month.
So it's a little
Right.
cooler now in
right.
the evenings where we're at.
It's bourbon month.
It's bourbon month. So I love it. That's right, guys. So for all of you out there, September is the bourbon month, and we are celebrating. Cheers to you guys. Get a glass. Enjoy bourbon.
And as always, please drink
Drink
responsibly.
responsibly.